On this podcast, we talk about the books, both old and new, that are worth putting on your to-be-read list. Tuesday's episodes are spoiler-free, so have no fear. And if you've already read this one, want to hear the ending, or have questions you want to discuss, let's talk Thursdays, where there will obviously be spoilers. Hi everyone, it's Angela with Enjoy Life with Me. It's Tuesday, and we are going to be talking about A Tangled Ruse by Laura Beers, which is the fourth book in the Beckett Files series. The back cover synopsis is: after a failed attempt, Lady Rachel is sent into hiding on her uncle's estate near a sleepy village of Rawcliffe on the shores of Scotland. As she struggles to cope with the nightmares of her past, she unwittingly stumbles into an even greater danger than she left behind, and this time, Shadow is not around to save her. Luke Beckett, the Marquis of Downshire, was content running his stud farm in solitude, far from the scheming of the devious women of society. That is, until his neighbor's infuriatingly contrary niece rides into his life. Hiding behind the guise of a common horse trainer, he begins to form a peculiar friendship with Lady Rachel, and without the constraints of his title. The longer the ruse continues, the more Luke realizes there is much more at stake than just their friendship. With the looming threat of a French invasion, Luke and Rachel must work together to stop the tangled web of treachery before it's too late. When the truth is finally revealed, will they have the strength to trust each other with their hearts, or will the fear of rejection destroy their relationship before it has even had a chance to begin? This is a Regency spy romance. There was a little mild language, and the violence was moderate. I mean, they're fighting battles and interrogating spies, but the spice level is twofold. As far as your main characters, it was mild, kisses only. As far as things that happened in the book, I would definitely put a trigger warning on this, that there was an attempted rape, and I would not say that was mild. So I mean, there's that, plus some past trauma discussed, murders mentioned, even though it wasn't detailed. There's definitely some things to consider before reading this one, and so that was my biggest con about this one, is that there was definitely some heaviness in this book. Thankfully, this author has a great writing style where she has a lot of fun banter that helps lighten the tones of her books, as well as my favorite pro of this book was having another amazing epilogue. I am going to list two parts as my favorite on this book, because there is when Jonathan and Benedict bait the bad guy to save the damsel in distress and Luke freaks out. That was really funny, as well as when they have this group council meeting in Luke's room. Pretty satisfying. So I hope you'll come back and tell me which of those two you think is the best after you've read it, and I will be back Thursday with a full spoiler version of this book. But if you want to avoid that, no hard feelings, I will be back on Tuesday with another awesome book.